Okay, we are recording, and today is November the 9th, and I'm with Tracy again, and welcome. And let's see, it's 8:08 in Hawaii time. So,
All
well,
right.
I was thinking, I was like going like downstairs, and I was like going like, okay, June, you started in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. This is month 9, right? And
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, time flies when we're having fun, right? And getting
It
well.
does. It
Hmm.
really does.
Yeah. And I was going like, okay, if you were to tell a friend what you've been doing over the last 9 months with me and how it's gone, what would you say to them?
Well, first, I would say a miracle happened. I was able to go from not hardly moving at all, being in pain all the time, to finding this miraculous program with you, Benedict, and of course your sidekick, Lindy. And 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 in doing so, I was started with the Skinar, and between the Skinar and what you teach, I am almost pain free. I am walking. I'm out in the world. I am being able to reach goals that I didn't think I would be able to ever do because I had kind of I guess drunk the Kool-Aid about my virus and recognizing that there really was something that I could do for it. And you helped by our sessions to start with every week, giving me goals, helping me to see what's realistic and how to use the scanner, the PCM, the scanner, and the adjustments. And then you looked at the total package, just not what we could do with the scanner. And that I think is really, really positive because we've moved in all different directions, spiritual, physical, emotional, so, and of course, social. And
Be
it is
careful with that.
truly, it, yeah, it's truly been made a difference. I mean, I never thought I would be going back up to Minnesota,
Mm.
and I did. I got out in the world. So I want to thank you
Yeah,
for that. So yeah, I would tell them it made for me it was life saving.
yeah. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah. And
You're welcome. Thank
kudos to
you.
you. Kudos to you for having the spirit to embrace this and dig right in, which is what you've done. Come hell or high water. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. So let's go into this last week and the gallery view here. And yeah, last couple of weeks. Let's go and pull up. I think I have everything on me. I think I have
Yes,
everything
it.
up and running, but I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, by the
And of
way,
course, I had to email it to you because it wouldn't. I'm not sure why it for this week it decided to not allow me to send it to your site. So I just did the next best thing. I said, well, he still has to get it. So I just put a form, made a form on my, Word, and then just plugged in all the stuff, just like the one that you have up on the site. I'm not I'm not sure why they called me a spammer, but it's I don't know. I check to make sure I don't have anything attached to my email or anything, on the internet, and it didn't appear I had any of that. But sometimes in this
okay. But I
electronics world, things can get screwed up.
yeah. Is that the email you were using before the Comcast?
Yeah,
Okay. So what I
yeah,
did
it was
was
exactly the
I
same
went in
one.
there. I went into
I,
there.
I
I went in there today, Tracy, and I whitelisted you. I'm I'm getting like hundreds of spam attacks every day, and that one got shouldn't have got done. And
Well, and that's okay because I was able to figure out how else to get the information to you. So, and that was up on the eBody Fusion that it didn't accept it, and that's okay. And I know I don't have any spam. I checked it just to make sure, at least from the program that I have. But
yeah, you did good.
it's just we're okay. So
Yeah.
hopefully you got it and it worked.
Yeah, we should be coming through for you.
Okay, good. It did. Okay,
Okay,
wonderful.
good. So yes, it did work. And yeah, thank you. So what do we need to look at first here, Tracy? How many healing crisis for 4 days?
Right. That I have no idea why I had earache, earache like you wouldn't believe. I had quite an earache, and I wasn't feeling like and and I had an earache for 4 days. I wasn't quite sure what to use, so I looked and they didn't have anything for earache, but they had for ear. So I did the work that it said to do for the ear, and it didn't, well, it maybe made a little difference for just a tiny couple minutes. But then I went back to having the earache. So, and then after 4 days, well, it was almost fourth day, I could all of a sudden feel my ear draining. So it must have been an infection, and once my ear started draining, I was fine. And then earache hasn't come back.
Good.
Strange.
Yeah, detox. Yeah, excellent. And exercise neutral. What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, yeah, I hope I'm going to be doing more. I just say it's neutral because I was used to doing a whole lot more. I have done nothing, right, for 6 years, but I I was used to doing so much more than what I can do now. So of course, that's just my own emotional feeling. Someday I'll get back, but for right now, I'm not there. So it was neutral. And part of it was because I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to on the days I was having that earache because I was out of whack too, kind of not being able to be in balance.
Right.
So for me to go out and do the things, exercise that I usually do, I really couldn't do it that day because I was off kilter, like I was going to fall over. So, but then I got back to it.
Good. Yeah, I can appreciate that neutral response there. I've been feeling at times very neutral about say my yoga practice, and that it wasn't really there in the energy that it could be, and sometimes I avoided doing it because it wasn't there. But more recently, in the last actually this month, in the last few weeks, it's been like joy. So it's like, yeah, how's my exercise? It's like, it's great. But previously it was like kind of like neutral. This is tough, or this is like, I don't really feel I have the energy to do it, or a lot of the mental game stuff. And yeah, I know where you're coming from. Yeah, so it does change, and it goes up and down, of course.
This too. Right. And this too shall pass, but the earache passed. So
right. Okay, so we got ear to ear, and then knee. Did that go out for a little bit? Nah, it's not much. Yeah, okay, so the knee thing's still there, right?
Well, I just keep doing the knee. It's like preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
And literally, as you can see, I just literally do not. I do both knees rather than just the one, like, because I realize, I better keep it balanced. And I don't have the knee pain.
Yeah.
Except, if I move a wrong way and it kind of shifts that knee. But other than that, not with the exercise or anything. It isn't causing it to hurt. And that's remarkable.
Sweet. Sweet. And let's look at the exercise. What are you doing now? Okay, there's
Oh,
one.
we're just, I don't even think it's on there. I'm out walking in the yard, go out and walk the yard. And
Mhm.
then I do up and down the stairs. I don't
Okay.
even think I put it in there. I guess by the third time I was trying to put this out, I just, it
Right.
looks like I skipped some steps, but oh well.
No problem.
I had put it in earlier.
Right. No problem. Yeah, but so are you doing 9 steps now, or what? Or where are you? Where?
9. We said we were going to stay at that for a while. That's where we were. Do
Mhm.
9 sets, and then so because we didn't get a chance to really talk about it because the computer kind of went off, last
Mhm.
session.
Sure.
So, and you said, well, just keep. You just said as you were leaving, realizing we might lose each other again. You said, well, just do what you did last time. So that's what I did.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. And how's that energy associated with that, with doing those steps, or the sets of steps?
How's the energy?
Yeah, how's the energy level
Well,
with it?
I always feel better. I always feel better afterwards. I always feel that it gives me more energy having done them. So
Good, good. So it's a reward. Yeah, it's not pain.
yeah,
Right. That's
yeah. Thank God it's not the pain.
right.
At least it has been.
Right. What's partial fasting? What sort of frequency are you on there?
Well, I was doing I was doing the 16, 8, 16, no,
Yeah,
8, 16. Yeah.
correct.
Um, and then, however, now that I'm going to be starting on the Dr. Kruse one, that was a remarkable uh, reference that you gave to me. You had mentioned,
Oh,
you might want to get
yeah.
that book, and it's an amazing look at doing things totally differently.
Isn't
And in that, he is a proponent of the partial fasting, but you have to eat within 30. I haven't started it yet, so I'm doing okay with it now. But
mhm.
I will be starting tomorrow. I'm waiting for stuff to get in because you have to have things that I normally don't have seaweed on hand. I don't live where there's seaweed. But part of part of the and I think it's seaweed, I think is an excellent source, of the minerals and different vitamins. But I just have not had that as part of my diet. Well, part of his plan to be healthy, and that's really what you said. We're looking at you being healthy right now and moving me in that direction, and it will ultimately I will be definitely reducing weight, but I needed to get certain things that he requires because you have to be really careful according to what you have told me. And he just mirrored what you had told me about being able to do the balance of certain nutrients that then helps your body to heal. And that's what he does in his program. And I read the book twice now,
Oh,
and
good.
I'm just waiting for all of them nutrients, is that what you would call it, or like the
Mhm.
sea vegetables and all of that to arrive, and then I'll go full bore in it,
Wow, perfect.
and of course and but he does not do the fast. How he does the fasting is this way, which I will follow what he says for now until I am comfortable in it. First, within 30 minutes, you have to have your first meal, which is, of course, a protein of some sort with the appropriate paleo, the kinds of things that our ancestors ate back when, and so appropriate paleo foods. And then he is a proponent that we would move from um, then he would like for you, when you're starting, because you're changing what you're doing, he would like for you to then wait about 5 hours before you have something else. If he finds that you're starving, then make sure you eat a little more in that morning one. But he wants to move towards the morning, within 30 minutes, and then moving to late, like I'm up early, so it would be 12 hours before I would eat the second one. Don't eat after 5 or 6. That, you know, you don't eat anything after 5 or 6. But but then you have that next meal at that time. And then if you're going to exercise, you exercise within the 45 minutes before you eat that last
Oh,
meal. So you're fasting in between, and then you fast again. So I guess it's almost like a 12-12.
right,
You know, 12, you fast for 12 hours till the morning, and
right,
then you wait 12 hours, eat, and then it's another 12 hours. So it's more of a 12-12 at this point. It,
right.
but he'll change it up later on. So, but for right now, I wouldn't be doing that because he would like you to then eat at lunch and then eat at your dinner, but nothing past 6. So my exercise time is going to switch from 5, between 5 and 6.
Yes. So the first meal, will that be the leptin reset, the high protein, 2 ounces of
That's
protein?
what he's working towards, is the leptin reset, high
Yeah.
protein. It's exactly what that is. Yep. And that's what the whole thing is, really, you
Yes,
know.
yes, yes, yes. Good. So
And
that,
it takes so many days, well, more weeks, takes
yes,
so many weeks before you end up at the leptin RX, where you're literally coming from that. So
so
that's, you know, so that's a really good,
so how do you
I
know
mean,
that?
it makes sense to me. So thank you.
Yeah, good. How do you know when the leptin reset is reset?
Um, I wrote that down. I'm still learning.
Okay.
He had said there would be certain things that happen within your body, and you will be very aware of it. But I don't know if I can pull it up right now.
Okay.
But he specifically has a way of being able to say that. And I wrote all kinds of things down in all different ways because, you know, he's very thorough in his book. It's very scientific, and I like science, so I enjoy
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he's great.
Um, yeah, you know it. I mean, you know it. Um, so
Good.
I can't pull that up, but he does have how you would know that. There's certain tests you could have done too, but you know,
Yeah.
whether I want to go do that with the medical people is a whole other thing.
Right. Stay away from it. Yeah, I was listening to Dr. Alex, and I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's the coronavirus on the coronavirus task force for Trump, and he was saying, this stuff is like he's got some really good stuff in terms of like the whole health and promoting health, and it's really refreshing to hear, a doctor that's in that position as well, that's really doesn't like the politics, doesn't want to be a politician, doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But as far as the medical stuff
Right,
is concerned, he's really top notch. And it was really, I was
right,
listening to hours of him last night talking, and it was really important for me to understand that there are some really competent doctors that are out there for us. And Dr. Kruse, on the fringe there, with all of his light stuff and getting the early morning sunrise and the reds in the morning and the reds or the oranges in the afternoon or in the evening. Yeah, it's making a huge difference. So that's awesome. Talking sunlight, how's that going? Did you get sunlight this week?
we got some sunlight, yay.
Good, good.
So it does, you know, I get out, you know, and of course now, like you said, it'll be in the morning, but you know, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting it, you know.
Yep, yep,
And so it's
good,
good.
good.
Been a
Cold,
couple days we didn't,
great.
but
And the cold
mostly
showers?
yes.
And the cold showers? How long were
Yes.
you in
Mhm.
there?
Yes, I do. Well, you know, it depends on the day, or it
Mhm.
depends on, you know, what's going on. Uh, Not that I have a lot going on, but it does, you know. So I get in there, you know, and I usually do it. It's not warm. It's temperate is what I would call it when I get in, because I can't just jump in and put the cold on me. It's who I am right now. Maybe eventually I can do that. I would love to get one of those immersion pools, you know, the cold immersion pools. That to me would be delightful, but not going to probably happen with our budget right now. So, so I do get in there, and I can't tell you how long because, of course, I don't have any way to tell. But I put it on, and shiver away, shiver away, shiver away, and try to stay as long as I can.
Good.
How long that is, it gets longer. It's been getting longer, but I don't pay attention to time. So
Okay. I was
maybe I
asking
should.
that, I was asking that because, okay, are you feeling the body warming up from within?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So that
Yeah.
means
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, the initial shock, absolutely. You're like, phew, am I going to stay here? Yuck. And then, and then all of a sudden you can feel it, like the body can change its temperature. Yeah.
okay, excellent.
It's amazing.
That means that the mitochondria are resetting. So you're going to be moving through, basically you're several months into Kruse's book right now. In terms of
Okay.
right, you're not
At least on the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've done that. You've done the sunlight. You've done the partial fasting. You're several months into his program already.
Oh, good. Good.
And so you'll
Just
be
the food part. I haven't got that.
well, that's yeah. Well, you've been doing. Let's correct that. My observation.
I have been doing
back in the day,
which
that you went on a fast.
I was doing vegetarian.
8 days.
I was doing vegetarian, and I was really recognizing that the protein was really lacking in
Right.
what I was doing. So, and it was interesting because when I was talking to the seaweed guy, he's on the Pacific coast of Oregon, and that's what he and his wife go out, and they do all the gathering of their seaweed in a ecological way, to do it, so that they can have it. And as soon as they bring it in, they are up in a higher elevation in Oregon. So then they go out and get it. They bring it, and immediately they put it out to dry in the sun. So it's immediately dried so that you get as much of the benefit of it as you can. And then, they of course ship, and they're just a very small group, small organization, because it's a husband and wife doing it. But to talk with him, because that's what he is, he's a biologist. And it's really fascinating, as he was sharing about the changes that will happen and the things that I will find out. And I had said, well, I'm moving from being a vegetarian to being a paleo. And he said, oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Right. He said, I have dealt in many different ways with people who have been vegetarians, and they can be some of the most unhealthy people. He's just being honest, Yeah. And he said, so I'm really glad to hear you moving in that way. Hopefully fish first. I said, oh yeah, fish first. And then you can move to the grass fed and pastured, everything else pastured, Right. So.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And, I just want to compliment you and acknowledge, that you went on some several day fasts a few months back, right? And you have the capacity, and your body has the knowledge of how to do it, which is so important. That's why I say you're months ahead of other people in terms of like the way that you're going to be
cool.
Because just like that little protein intake is you're going to find is like going to shift your energy and everything.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. You will find yourself. It's going to make a huge difference. And then the Dr. Kruse, what I like about that, of course, this, is absolutely, if you're moving to proteins, you have got to have seaweed with it. That is one of his combinations, is to move to animal, especially fish, not so much because they already have it. But, if you're moving to animal protein, he said it's very, very important that you mirror that with seaweed, and that you look at how much you're going to have the seaweed guy. that's what I call him, the seaweed guy.
Right.
He of course said that you probably want to get about 4 grams of seaweed if you can a day. And of course that he said, but start slowly because your body's not used to it and you don't want to upset your digestion, but it will remarkably help your digestion.
Yeah.
It's really a good thing.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I've never done seaweed, so this is a new absolute adventure that you have me on.
Right. So let's take a look at those numbers because they're kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Right? And let's see. Why does that disappear? So let's go bigger. And let's go to week. Blah, 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 blah. Hopefully it will stay there. Yeah. And let's see. There we go. There we go. So let's put that over there. I'm going to put this down here. So what do we have over here? Let's see. 10-3. Okay, let's go week 23. We had a total meds of 13. Week 24, we've got 14. Week 25, we've got 25. And week 26, this week, we've got 17. So this is the earache week, I'm guessing. Week 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure it'll say it on the left hand side. Yeah, there, that's the earache.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also had an allergic reaction. I am being allergic to soy. Interesting to find out that, excuse me, it's a side though, I apologize. But interesting with this book that he says, do not have any soy that's American made at all.
Right.
Because of how it's processed and stuff. And I wonder if that's why I always have my reaction to the soy. I'm not sure, but boy, I am allergic to it. So
Right.
Never was, but might
Soy
be
is
just
not-
that they're processing it differently.
Yeah, soy is not the protein we need. Yeah.
No.
So we went to 25. So we increased by 10 points.
Yeah.
But let's have a look at the times on these. We had 2 days where it was only in the morning. In the afternoon, you had 9:12, 3:4, 11:13, 17:7. No, 7:7. Excuse me, write that wrong. So that was pretty damn well balanced, wasn't it? And then in the morning, though, there was a precursor of that stuff happening. Right, it's indicating that something, but in the afternoon it had cleared. So, but it's left and right, it's pretty even, right? And then suddenly we go swing right, hard right, all the way the rest of the week.
Yeah, it did go hard right. Yep.
Yep.
And it was my left ear. That's
okay, well, that would make sense. And then we're going up in week 26, we're going left, and then we're going right, left.
Balanced.
Right. So you're going back. So whatever happened with the day before on 10/25 or 20/24. Now, let me just, before maybe I'm not making the right analysis there. One moment.
I don't know.
Right, it's a little difficult, isn't it? But let's have a look. So 10/23, we were right. 10/24, we were still right. 10/25, we were still right, right? Then 10/26, we're right and left. 4:20, 11:36. That's a big one, isn't it? And 10:63, is that? Okay. 15. And then so it was kind of neutral in here, especially in the evenings. So you were balanced. Is this about sleep? Is there something happening here? Oh, we've got pressure elevated in.
Oh, I didn't put my sleep down on that day, did I? Well, I did have less hours. Yeah, maybe. I had less hours of sleep, certainly, on the 28th,
Right.
whatever. I think that says 28. And yeah, so, but maybe it is. I don't know, but I know that I woke up with an earache, and
But the blood pressures were okay for the rest of that week.
right, well, that blood pressure, remember when we talked last time, I had that blood pressure spike that one time, and I said I had it spiked twice. Well, that's because I had it spiked the day we were talking, and that's why I had said to you, well, I had it spiked twice, and then you kind of couldn't find it, and I went, huh. And then I went, oh, that's right, because it happened to be the day we talked the last time. But then it's been fine. Even during when I was having my earache, it was fine. So.
Right. Right.
I would say the is a good move from the body. To
Yeah.
detox.
Linda's saying great detox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is obvious. It is,
So
right?
yeah, it's a good thing.
Are we having any?
Thank you.
Are we
Yeah,
having,
because when you could feel it when it all of a sudden it started to drain. All of a sudden I was like, oh, that's interesting. Never even knew I was full of anything, right? But of course the ear is different than your nose, but I could feel it going down the throat. And then I was better then I was better.
Good. Good.
So thank you. Detoxing, that makes sense. That does make sense.
And had an allergic reaction. This is 11-1. Allergic reaction, took Benadryl.
Yeah, that was obviously something I ate, and I had took Benadryl because I get itchy, get the itchiness,
Okay.
and it depends if it's severe. Of course, I can have digestive, diarrhea, but that itchiness is like, ooh.
Right.
And
Right.
sometimes if it's bad, I can feel it in my throat, and then I would have to take some because I could feel my throat deciding it's going to close up. It's not good. So I don't know. Soy and I are not friends.
Right. Right. And no blood pressure issues last week.
I didn't take it when I had the allergic reaction. It could have been high, but I just didn't.
Okay.
I was just dealing with that. And of course the Benadryl, I like the Benadryl because it makes you sleep. That's what the doctor gave me. There's an EpiPen in case it gets severe, but I've never used an EpiPen. So they're too expensive anyway.
Yeah, right. In week 26, I don't see any note on any blood pressure elevation or anything.
No, nothing. Everything was fine.
Good.
It was very,
good.
Yeah.
Good.
So whatever happened that one time with the blood pressure, obviously you could see they were back to back. It was
right.
It was a Sunday and then a Monday. I don't know.
Definitely your detox there. Yeah, excellent. So let's get back to the good work there, Trace. Man, you're doing so well and your body is doing so good as well. So that's awesome. So what are we going to do? I think, yeah, you're such an excellent student. Goals. Okay, you got food coming in. So basically all that we're going to change, number of steps or sets of steps.
Right, we could increase that maybe to 10.
I think it's time to.
Yeah, okay.
What should we do?
10 steps.
10 or 11?
I can do that.
Can you see if you can do 11?
There's somebody at my door, but I'm not answering it. You can hear it in the background.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Go for it.
Just a minute. I'm coming.
You're monthly now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're at Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. This has been very interesting working with Tracy all these months, and to see how, you know, her body is moving with this. And we've been going from weekly sessions for the first, I guess, 6 months. The last 3 months it's been 2 bi-monthly, and I'm going to continue with bi-monthly at the beginning of this new diet that she's taking on, leptin reset. And then we're going to go to monthly, I guess, in, well, probably December would be a good time. It's a busy month, so we'll have another meeting this week, and then this month. There we go. Okay, it looks like you're muted.
There.
There we go.
It must have gone to mute because I walked
Yeah.
away. But anyway, I had a package. My husband, not me, but my husband had a package. He goes, "Now they're going to come today." I said, "Yeah, sure." And I didn't even think about it. So I went, "Wow, they came to the door again." I thought, "Oh, wait, I got to give them a package."
You're gonna get in trouble otherwise. Yeah.
I'd have been in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, really. I was thinking, you know, let's set a date for the next meeting, which would be in 2 weeks. And
And
so-
we're upping it an hour because it's 12 o'clock my time now rather than 1, which is fine.
okay, good.
That's why I wasn't ready today, because you know, because it's 12:45 here. So we of course have that time change, and I forgot. I think it affects you and I. So we'll keep it at that. I will move it to the 12 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
Is that what
and
you're trying to talk about?
Yeah, and then we're going to set for the 23rd,
Yeah, I've got that in there already.
and then the 7th.
Yep. The 7th.
Well, let's
20.
okay. Yeah.
We had, it's the 7th rather than the 14th. Wonder why 23rd. No, it would be the 14th. That's 2 weeks, right?
Okay, we're on the
23rd.
23rd of November, and then the 7th of December.
7th of December. Okay, I actually skipped. So thank you for doing that. I would have had the wrong day.
Okay.
All right, so then I'll put you in there and change all that around. So got it.
And I think that's
And
gonna
then
be,
the 21st.
no, I think this is going
No.
to get too crazy with Christmas coming up. I would
Okay.
rather go with the 4th of January. Let's just do one next month.
All right, so we'll finish. That's a good idea. So we do it on the 7th, and then we wait until the 4th of January. Okay,
Right,
so it's
4 weeks.
December 7th and then January 4th.
Correct.
So we'll have a month in between. So I'm
Right.
going to guess we're going to be moving to that, aren't we?
Yes.
Probably a month every month.
Yes. So
So it's the 7th.
correct. And then the
Okay, I'm going to get rid of what was on there before. I'll just delete that. There we go.
yeah.
All right, so the 14th is deleted and the 28th is deleted. Okay. I had it down for that, and then actually
That's
not a good idea.
So, you know, what we need to do.
So we're looking at the 7th. I just got to make sure I've got it right. All right. And then January the 4th. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. All right. Set.
Great. So what we're looking to do in the next 2 sessions this month, or next session this month, is to really establish I want you to create for you the discipline to get through that Christmas without overeating. Right?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Good.
Well, we don't have family. We don't. Who does the cooking? if it's the holidays. Usually it's me. My husband is not a baker. He's not going to make the sweet stuff. I mean, he is the let's get it from the store and it's already cooked up kind of guy.
Okay.
So, and because I can probably do a little bit more cooking, I will discipline myself. Will it be a problem? Well, yeah, that was maybe not realistic. Say it wouldn't be a problem, but we won't bring any of that stuff in the house. And my husband, if he wants it, he can just keep it in his own little corner.
There you go. There you go, sweetie. I would just like, you know, because I know in myself is, you know, I'm still struggling with this partial fasting. And I know in myself that, you know, even though I'm struggling with it, I really need to keep going with my life, right? And not fall off the wagon completely. And it's
Okay.
it's tough. But you know, like if you're going to go 9, 10 steps or 10 sets or 11 sets, maybe in December, whatever you know, whatever it comes up to be, try to keep those sets going no matter what, right? That's,
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Making sure, because it'll be winter.
Yep.
We're going to have snow and
Yep.
it's outside.
Yep.
So I may have to look at something else I'm going to do instead. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. Okay.
Right. It's like,
I'll have to find another place for stairs.
Stationary bike.
yeah, or stationary bike or whatever it might be, you know.
Can't do that. I have my stationary bike. I remember I told you I bought it. I was doing going great gangbusters on it until I tore that hip, and it does not allow me the where that. Remember, there's only an inch left on that holding on that medius, and it literally. I mean, it's so painful. Hey, we got this bike for me, and I loved it. You know, it's a recumbent bike so that I'm back. And we thought it would work but it doesn't work. I just tried it last week, you know, keep waiting to say, has it healed enough? Has it healed enough yet? You know, and it doesn't hurt me any other time except when I go on that doggone bike, when I'm leaning back and doing that. So,
right.
yeah, so I might have to look at something else.
Or, you know, strengthen that part that's weak there. That's why it's hurting. Right? It's hurting because it's that particular strand or that particular attachment or that particular muscle group isn't quite connected yet. So, you know,
Connected, right.
you're teaching it you're training it to reconnect.
Okay, yeah. So start training that. Okay.
Right. It doesn't have
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it, you know, you're going to need something to keep this pattern going. So that's all I'm saying. Think about those ideas for yourself. And I know you can do it.
You know what? I'll come up because I know I haven't been doing the training that they gave me as the physical therapy people. Yeah, remember the training I used to do with the physical therapy people for that. And I haven't kept that up because, you know, it felt better. I need to go back to doing the side steps, you know, the kinds of things. I'll go back to the ones where I lift my foot up. I lift that, you know, foot up while I'm standing, so I'm keeping my balance, and then doing the other one because it's the balance issue with that one. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, I need to go back to that. Okay.
Right. Especially over these next few months, we need to have something in place.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're welcome, Tracy. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you see all these flows down here, like all of this stuff here. To my, that's how that lava is on Mauna Loa.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. There's all little faces and legs and arms, and it's amazing. And versus Mauna Kea behind me there, that's basically all yeah, just about all of it is cinder.
Really?
Yeah, because the final bursts on Mauna Kea were cinder cones and they built up everywhere. But this is lava flows over on Mauna Loa.
Oh,
Totally different,
okay.
totally different.
A lot different to walk it, eh?
Yeah, yeah. This one's quite a climb up. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we will see you in 2 weeks, and
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Wait a minute, let me look.
No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
November.
I was still on my December calendar. Apologize.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the
November.
23rd,
Correct.
I'll see you. Then I'll see you on the 7th. Then I won't see you for 4 weeks. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
So looking forward to talking to you in a couple of weeks, Tracy, and good work with
Good.
researching that paleo book and reading Dr. Kruse. He has now.
Yeah,
Now here's a thing with Dr. Kruse. He was like you. He was really overweight. He got down, blah 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 blah. But he's not getting down to where he should be. We've been watching this for the last couple of years, and the reason for that, I think, is that he's not really embracing the partial fasting.
Okay.
Right.
That's good to know.
I'm not to know, but it's like we've got to be aware that there's limitations in his way of thinking or his way of actually doing it in his own personal practice.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Also, Dr.
Right.
Kruse has a membership, a premium membership that you can join by the month. And I think it's like $50 a month, and you get into all of his stuff. So you could do that for a month just to check him out, whatever.
I probably won't, financially, that's not doable at this point, with my husband and what's going on with him. So, my focus is going to be, if it's appropriate in the first of the year when I draw down some of my pension, one of the things you had mentioned was getting that the
Vetrebra
thing from you,
yes,
which might be a really positive thing to do. And so if I were to spend my money, I would rather do it there than on you're a remarkable coach. And, I don't want to spend $50 for something like that. I know how to do this kind of stuff. Give me the basics, and you shared with me how to do it. I'm not going to, this is a whole new way for me to eat. And once it becomes familiar, we'll talk about it. But I'm not, that's a good suggestion. But financially right now, if it was a year ago, it would have been fine. Without the COVID, we'd have been okay.
yeah. Okay, sweetie. Arrivederci, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
Namaste to both of
Namaste.
you. See, I didn't even get to see you yet, Lindy. There she is.
Mauna Kea.
There she is. Yay. Woohoo.
Woohoo!